I should find something that matches that symbol.
Huh?
I found watery footprints in my room.
Did you see them appear? Or were they there and you found them?
They were already there.
Well, at least that's good.
Why's that?
To make wet footprints appear, you just need a wet foot and something to put it on. But when they just start appearing out of the blue, ain't nothing too good about that, especially considering what happened to the previous innkeeper.
What do you mean?
I know you ain't the superstitious kind. Otherwise you'd be long gone by now, but it ain't always good to talk about the dead, especially those not at rest.
What do you know about EVP?
It's a ghost hunter's best friend, in more ways than one.
How's that?
Well, if you're just looking to find evidence that you got a bunch of wild spirits running amok, you'll find it in your EVP recordings.
How do you mean?
It's very easy to hear what you want to hear in those recordings.
It doesn't sound like you think it works.
Oh, you'd be surprised. But one thing it does do for certain is let you eavesdrop on the whole property without drawing too much attention to yourself. If something ain't on the level, you'll hear it. But Nancy,
Yeah?
you might just stumble into something you don't want to hear. You best be ready for that.
Logan told me you're writing a second ghost hunting book.
Now that ain't true.
Something happened to make you stop writing the book, didn't it?
Yes.
What happened?
Nancy, I like you. So I ain't ever gonna tell you why. But I will tell you this. Don't go looking in dark corners unless you ready to live with knowing what's hiding there.
What is a yure?
It's a vengeful spirit that never knew justice here on the earth. They're said to be the spirits of those who've been wronged. And they're caught up in the worst moment you can imagine. They're very angry and very, very dangerous. If that's what you're dealing with there, you best be very careful.
How's the expo reporting going?
Busy. But you know how that is, I'm guessing.
Ask her if Beth had fun when we went out.
Logan wants to know. Now wait a second. I'm not running a dating service here.
Would it kill you to ask after everything I do for you?
Fine. Nancy, Logan wants to know.
Tell him she had a very nice time.
Nancy says Beth had a nice time. She's probably just being polite.
Awesome!
Logan says awesome. Now, is there anything else I can help you with, keeping in mind that this is not a study hall and I'm not your note-passing buddy?
How did you get into ghost hunting?
I guess you could say I was born into it. My daddy'd always drag me with him to these spooky old houses, looking for broken-down things to fix up. I guess that's where I got my start. Standing in those old falling-apart houses, it was hard not to imagine ghosts coming round every corner. Used to scare me something bad, but somewhere along the road, all the fear turned to curiosity.
What is the scariest thing you've seen while ghost hunting?
The really scary things are the ones you'll never see. But I guess one of the most frightening places I've been was this little town in the middle of nowhere in Germany. I was there writing a chapter on an old castle that the locals all said was haunted. Hundreds of years ago, the castle had belonged to this terrible family that had a reputation for all sorts of cruelty. And at first I didn't believe the stories, but the more exploring I did, the more I started to see some of the terrible things that had happened there. All those stories, they were true. Didn't find any ghosts. That would have been better, I think.
What happened that made you give up ghost hunting?
It wasn't just one thing. It was a lot of things, really. My daddy used to tell me, Sugar, y'all be careful what you go looking for in that big old world. Chances are, you're gonna find it.
What did you end up finding?
It ain't what I found, honey. It's what found me.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said, and that's the last you're getting out of me on the topic. You got anything else you need?
Have you run across someone rigging doors to slam before?
Sure. Now that one's older than the hills.
What's the best way to do something like that?
Oh, plenty ways. You can use remote control, wire, and pulleys. One place I went even used air pressure, if y'all can believe that mess.
That makes sense. What should I keep an eye out for?
Anything that looks out of place.
Do you remember what room you stayed in at the Ryokan?
I know that was so long ago, I don't even have the slightest.
Do you remember anything?
I remember I was on the second floor, and it had this strange passageway in it, but that's about it. I got the impression they weren't too crazy about having me stay there, so maybe you should check the records for a room that they don't let out to customers.
A passageway? To where?
Yeah, it was bizarre. I don't really remember exactly where it went. Down into the basement, maybe? Unfortunately, I didn't have much time to explore the room before I had to leave.
Can you tell me anything else about your stay here?
Not much to tell. I had to leave too soon. Such a sweet family. I hate to think of what those poor girls are going through. Losing their mother so young and then having them hauntings to deal with.
I'll talk to you later.
You take care now.
Still have to do that. Haven't done that. Check. What's up, cat? Suki, mate. I should find something that matches that symbol.
Savannah here.
Can you think of anything else about the room you stayed in when you were here?
Not really. I'm sorry, Nancy. Oh, wait a minute now. Come to think of it, it had a carved wooden bird that triggered the passage. I hope that helps.
I'll let you go.
Bye-bye, Nancy.
This carving must be the trigger to the secret passage that Savannah mentioned. Whoa! What is going on with the water? It looks like they really wanted to keep people out of here. I wonder why. It looks like I need another set of numbers. It's late. I should get to bed. There's a hidden message. I need to talk to Yumi about this. I should talk to Yumi first. I need to talk to Yumi first.
Hi.
Great picture of Bess.
Yeah, I love that one.
There's a hidden message in all those pictures you sent, isn't there?
What do you mean?
All of these pictures together show a set of numbers in Japanese. This can't just be a coincidence. You're trying to tell me something, aren't you?
You're sure they mean something? Maybe you've been spending a little too much time at the ryokan. You're sure they mean something? Maybe you've been spending a little too much time at the ryokan.
I'm positive.
You're right. Nice job, Nancy.
But why would you do that? Why not just ask me?
I know you want to help, Nancy, but that doesn't mean you can help. If you could break this code, I knew you could help me, and you did.
But what do these numbers mean?
That's the next step. Take a good look around. Think about situations where numbers come in handy.
Can you tell me a little bit more?
I would, but I'm falling way behind as it is. I need your help. Come on.
I'm going to be a bento master in no time.
Nancy, great job. Also, Nancy, bad news.
What do you mean?
I didn't notice how late it was getting. I sort of made you miss your last train back to the ryokan. You're not mad, are you?
No, I'm sure I'll figure something out.
I want you to stay at my apartment tonight. I to stay at a friend's. I do this all of the time for Rentaro, so I'm not taking no on this one.
Thanks. These look like the numbers for one of Rentaro's nonogram puzzles. What's going on? What was that? It's teacher time.